A little traveling music, please, for our next journey begins with a jaunt through time. Around 1670, a choir master in Germany gave sugar sticks to children to keep them quiet during his long-living creche ceremony. The sticks were originally straight and all white. Legend has it that around 1870, a candy maker from Indiana altered the idea so that everyone would remember the reason for Christmas. If you look at the cane one way, it's a J representing Jesus. Turn it around and it represents a shepherd's staff. The candy maker then added red to the cane to represent the blood of Christ, using 3 small stripes that stand for the Holy Trinity. Didn't know there was that much to a candy cane, now did you? But then, leave it to a Hoosier. It takes 3 hours to make these treats by hand, and that's what they do in Martinsville, where you can sample this annual delight just like they used to make them in the good old days.
Folks in Martinsville sure know how to get all gussied up for the season. The hospitality and holiday cheer that greeted us on every corner was straight out of a movie scene or The Night Before Christmas. But none of Martinsville's institutions are as long-standing as this one. Step through the door and you step into another world. It's part 1950s malt shop and part turn-of-the-century apothecary. But above all, it's a place where they've been concocting sweets just as you see here for nearly a century.
The business started in 1919. Jimmy Sapapis was a Greek immigrant, and he came here and started the Martinsville Candy Kitchen. They have made handmade candy canes since that time. We still use the same marble table, copper pot, the hook, the piece cutter. All of that is original from 1919. We bought the business in 2004 to save it, and they were going to close the business and we didn't want to see it close, so we bought it and have moved it to this home because they rented in the other spot and we didn't want to rent, and we gave it a permanent home, so we bought this building and redid it and made it the new home of the Martinsville Candy Kitchen. From start to finish in the bag, it takes approximately about 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm getting ready to pour the flavoring in it. The flavoring's in the whole candy cane. It's not just in the white or the red. This is cinnamon, so you're probably going to get a real strong whiff here in a few minutes.
Fortunately for you at home, there's no such thing as smell-o-vision, or your sinuses would be clearing and your eyes tearing right now. This smell of cinnamon is enough to put hair on a billiard ball.
Just pour it on the table so that we can work it to where we can handle it with our hands. The marble cools it down to get to where we can handle it.
The Martinsville Candy Kitchen boasts all sorts of eclectic cane flavorings. Not only classic spearmint and peppermint, but grape, orange, root beer, cappuccino, licorice, and an indescribable flavor known as horehound. That's right out of the recipe books of the 1920s.
It just turns white by pulling it on the hook. They are handmade candy canes, so the stripes are all different all the way through them. Sometimes we can get really pretty stripes and people say, oh, I want a bunch like that. Well, I can't do a bunch like that. I don't know how they're going to come out.
These folks truly seem to find their satisfaction mainly in the joy that they bring to their community by keeping such a tradition alive.
That's the rewarding part of it, you know. Everyone said, well, we're glad you kept it in Martinsville. We like to hear that. We love it. It's great to have this many people enjoy our candy canes. So many people are so excited when they get to see us make candy canes that they can't believe that how it starts and how it finishes. It's just, if you've never seen it, it's something to see. It's amazing. And then to get to taste warm candy cane is awesome.
It was just really great to be able to see that come off the thing, have them cut it for you right there, and then just have a little sample of it. Still a little bit warm.
My husband's from Martinsville, and he came here as a little guy, so he wanted to show our little guy what the Candy Kitchen's all about.